It's Cherokee Noon Live with Adriana Barnes, Brandon Siegel, Celeste Yaney, Cheyenne Crozier, Matthew Briglia, Stephen Fasola, Billy Martz, Zachary Opal, Nicholas Novak, Jack DeNick, and Miss Brown.
Good noon, and welcome back to Cherokee Noon Live. I'm your host, Steve Vaso, and I'm joined by our anchor, Matthew Briglia, who will be reporting on the news and weather. This episode is filled with your favorite segments, and even newer ones like Pedestrian Questions and a skit. Thanks to each of you for tuning into this week's episode of Cherokee Noon Live, and now onto the news.
We will begin with updates on the Russo-Ukrainian war. Although talks of a ceasefire stopped after a missile strike near the Polish borders of Ukraine brought the fight closer to the rest of Europe, there are plans for them to be resumed. In school news, Cherokee is proud to announce that Aaron Lynn and Siddharth Parikh, who were selected as semi-finalists in the fall, have now advanced to the finalist level. As finalists, Lynn and Parikh will be in the running for 7,500 National Merit Scholarships worth nearly $30 million. Senior Jordan Cravens and Junior Vicky Caravaggio have received the Art Excellence Award at this year's annual Burlington County High School Student Exhibition. Congratulations to them both. Congratulations to the Cherokee Wind Ensemble for making it to the New Jersey State Gala on May 1st and the Cherokee Jazz Ensemble for qualifying for the New Jersey State Finals on April 30th. The Heads Up Eyes Forward campaign is hosting a t-shirt design contest. They are looking for various student-created designs. The winner will receive a free shirt with their design, as well as a gift card. To enter the contest, visit lrhsd.org/headsupshirt. Cherokee Student Council is hosting a faculty versus student basketball game on Thursday, March 24th. Be sure to come out and support the student section. And now for the weather. The weather today is looking warm. Outside we see it's 72 degrees. This week is looking warmer, with our forecast being 67 on Saturday, 56 on Sunday, 63 on Monday, 65 on Tuesday, 66 on Wednesday, and 62 on Thursday. That's all for the forecast this week. Thank you all again for tuning into this week's news and weather, and now on to our next segment.
On to the next segment, Pedestrian Questions.
How would you want to be remembered, like if you passed or something happened?
I would like to be remembered as a good person because why not?
What was your favorite toy as a child? Because I know you have a lot of toys.
Okay, so back in 2012, I went to McDonald's and got this, Power Ranger Samurai toy. It was cool. It was about the Red Ranger and, spins and stuff. I don't know where it is now.
What do you do for fun, or what, entertains you the most?
Everything. We just, this is my best friend.
Okay.
We do everything together. We're crazy, so yeah, definitely her.
If you found $2K on the ground, what would you do with it?
The game or the money?
The money.
Okay. I would probably donate it.
To where or who?
The Children's Hospital.
What is your current pet peeve?
Oh,
I have
Slow
one.
walkers.
Slow walkers is the biggest one, yeah.
Slime.
You guys know what slime is?
Slow walkers.
Slime.
Loud eaters.
What is your dream car?
A Jeep.
Pink Jeep Wrangler.
Ooh, a convertible Mustang.
Wait, is it getting darker in here or is it just me? Welcome back to the sports segment where we talk everything in this week's sports. I'm your host, Brandon Sigel, with my partner.
And I'm Steven Fasolo.
Today's topic we're going to talk about a thing that's rocked the NBA world for the last few weeks and will continue to rock it for the next few months. We're going to talk about the Ben Simmons and James Harden trade that happened a few weeks ago in February. The trade overall, it was Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks for James Harden and Paul Millsap. Now, for the players in the trade, how they've done since the trade, James Harden's played 5 games with the Sixers, and he's had almost a triple-double in each one. He's averaging 27 points and 14 assists. Paul Millsap is coming off the bench with a solid 5 points a game usually, and he really helps with the rebounds. Now, for the other side of the trade, Ben Simmons has a back problem, so he's not really doing good, and he's not playing for the Nets right now, but he will eventually when he's able to. And Seth Curry and Andre Drummond are both coming off the bench. Seth Curry sometimes starting. Seth Curry shoots a solid 54% from the 3, while Andre Drummond averages about 15 rebounds per game. So they're both making impacts on their team, and the trade was honestly a fair trade. Although the Sixers are winning it right now with their record, the Nets are currently in 8th place while the Sixers are in 3rd. The Sixers are rising while the Nets are falling, so we'll see how the trade keeps impacting them. Now we're going to talk about Ben Simmons overall as a player. So Steven, what do you think about Ben Simmons?
He's just not been playing well, you know. Ever since he was with the Sixers, like, he couldn't shoot threes. He only made 5 out of 34 shots when he shot for 3. His free throw percentage, it just wasn't good. It was below average in the league, like below 50%. And he's just not been shooting it. Like, he could not shoot. He could play defense. He can play perimeter defense, but he just couldn't shoot. And he still can't shoot.
I think the problem with that is because of his confidence. He doesn't have a lot of confidence. He's not willing to shoot the ball. He's willing to pass to the open man. He has a lot of mental issues. You're never going to really have a good point guard when you can't shoot the ball when you're wide open. You have to shoot. He causes problems with the offense because they always just have people sitting in the paint because they don't respect Ben Simmons' shot and they don't respect his confidence.
Yeah, it's a sad thing to see, but you know, part of the mental state in the NBA, it's a huge factor, and sometimes it's bigger than the physical attributes when you're playing, and that goes for Ben Simmons. You know, he can't. It gets in his head. You know, the fans get in his head. Everyone gets in his head, and that's kind of why he's been sitting out for the Sixers, and that's why he got traded recently. So it's really a mental game.
Yeah, confidence is really key in basketball. I mean, we see Ben Simmons has grown over 5 years. He hasn't really done much. Whereas Tyrese Maxey, another point guard on the Sixers, in just 1 year has grown substantially, shooting 30% from 3 last year to 40% now. You really see the jump from players that they can make. It's really just all about the mental game and if they want to do it or not.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens from here, but I'm Steve Vasolo, this is Brandon, and
we'll see you next week.
That's all for this episode of Cherokee Noon Live. I'm Steve Vasolo, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.